What's going on, people? It's your boy Leon from Leon Talks TV, back at it again. So, today I want to talk about a topic that often gets overlooked in the dating world. And the topic is being handsome with no game. Is it such a bad thing to have, or can it really hinder you from being successful with women? So basically, we're going to be talking about the dynamics between having looks and social skills. Many people assume that being handsome guarantees success in attracting women, but the reality is far from complex. While having the right attributes like height, looks, and charm can certainly open doors, it doesn't automatically mean you will connect with every woman you meet. In fact, sometimes those who may not be as conventionally attractive can outshine the handsome ones simply because they possess better social skills and charisma. But, however, we'll be tackling issues that sometimes they are misconceptions that you will always need game, even if you have looks. So let's delve into these nuances of these dynamics and explore how looks and game interplay in the dating scene. Chapter 1: The Allure of Handsome Men. Overall, I feel like when you're a handsome man with all the right attributes, height, looks, and charm, it doesn't really hinder you. However, the misconception is that all handsome men will always get every woman they encounter. While you may attract many women, it doesn't mean every woman will find you attractive. Chapter 2: Losing out to average looking men. Here's the thing, sometimes you might lose out to the average looking man because they have more game than you. In situations like these, you could end up missing out in your social circle when it comes to like group gatherings, especially if you're around super extroverted guys who know how to command a room. This can overshadow you and make you feel like you're disappearing into the background. Chapter 3: The Competition. Another example is if you're in the talking stages with a girl, but she's also talking to someone else at the same time, she might end up choosing the other guy because he makes her laugh more, or she has better conversations with that person. They say that when it comes to women, it's about how they feel. One thing to note in a social environment is that if there are 5 of you guys, right? You could be the best looking guy in that group, but if the girls are looking for more than just looks, you might lose out to the other guys due to the fact that the guys could be funnier, more talkative, have more charisma, and engage in more flirty banter. Chapter 4: Physical attraction versus deeper connections. You often hear girls say, he's good to look at, but that's all he has going for him. So, for the most part, you're not going to lose out on women when it comes to having fun in the bedroom with women, right? However, even if you have 10 women who find you attractive, 7 of them may not be interested in you beyond physical attraction. This is often due to a lack of game, charisma, or communication skills, but the other 3 might be interested in you regardless. They might not even mind the fact that you're quiet or you don't have much game, and they could be more patient in getting to know you. They might see you as mysterious and be willing to wait for you to come out of your shell. Some girls might simply like you for who you are, and that could be a significant factor in their attraction. In other words, your looks will compensate for a lack of having game in these type of situations. Some girls will know that they just need to wait a little longer because they just feel like everybody's got it in them. And sometimes it just takes other people longer for them to be comfortable around people. Chapter 5: The Double-Edged Sword of Looks. It's probably because of your looks, and that's what I mean when people say that having looks gets you through the door, but you need game to stay there. It's true, but not entirely. This only applies in certain scenarios and with certain women because you're good looking, you can get away with it. You attract a large number of women, and when you attract many, you can afford to lose out on quite a few of them, because you will always attract other women who are willing to overlook your basic communication skills and lack of game. Your looks can often compensate for your shortcomings in these areas. Chapter 6: The Cost of Lacking Social Skills. Also to mention is that without social skills, handsome men may find themselves in situations where they are used for physical intimacy rather than forming deeper, meaningful connections. As I spoke earlier about bedroom fun, especially if conversations are dry or awkward. To be fair, most men are probably going to be okay with this, realistically speaking. After all, many men likely won't complain if they're only being used for bedroom fun. Chapter 7: The balance of looks and game. And here's the thing, when people say that being handsome gets you through the door, but your game and charisma are what keeps you inside, they're right. Game is important, and both aspects go hand in hand. I've always said that. However, you will always lose out on women if you lack game. Even if you can elevate your game, the reality is you won't have everything. Don't get me wrong, there are people who have both game and looks, but for many handsome men, they often won't need much game because girls will be the ones pursuing them. In fact, these women will often drop game on them, boosting their ego. Interestingly, even guys who lack game can sometimes have that pulled out of them by these women. Chapter: Understanding the quiet game. You know, there's something interesting about how a lot of women see handsome men as mysterious. They often think this guy is intriguing, mainly because he's quiet and good looking. It's easy to assume that his looks play a big role in that perception. Usually we hear about the loud guys, the life of the party, who can hold a great conversation and have all the charm, but not enough people talk about the quiet game. This is a different approach to attracting interest. It's about being confident and composed without needing to be the center of attention. I call this the stigma male trait. If you don't know what the stigma male trait is, then I've done videos about it before. You can look it up in my library of videos. Anyway, let's delve into what the quiet game really means and how it can be just as effective in making connections. So let's delve into what the quiet game is and what it's all about. So the quiet game refers to the ability to attract others through your presence, poise, and subtle confidence rather than relying on overt charisma, humor, or being overly talkative. It's really about the energy you project, your body language, and how you carry yourself, even when you're saying very little. Now, let's break down some key elements of the quiet game. First up is poise and composure. When you have calm confidence and a relaxed posture, it signals inner strength and security to those around you. Next, there's that mysterious aura. Saying less can actually make you more intriguing, prompting curiosity in others who want to learn more about you. Being attentive listener is another important aspect. Showing genuine interest in what others are saying can be incredibly appealing. Then we have intentional eye contact. Strong, steady eye contact conveys confidence and interest without needing a lot of words. Finally, because I'm sure you've noticed, girls get really nervous and shy when they're getting a strong eye contact from someone who they deem very attractive. And that's a good indication. And I've always said eye contact is the greatest indication into how to engage if a woman is into you. Finally, when you do choose to speak, being selective with your words can make what you say more impactful. So why does the quiet game work? Well, not everyone is drawn to flashy personalities. Many women actually appreciate men who are calm, grounded, and a bit mysterious rather than those who dominate conversation. This kind of reserved demeanor can spark curiosity, making people wonder what's beneath the surface. Plus, showing that you're comfortable with silence and don't feel the need to fill every moment with chatter demonstrates self-control and confidence. However, it's important to note that the quiet game is most effective when it comes with genuine self-assurance, not shyness or social anxiety. If your silence stems from insecurity, it might come across as disinterest or disengagement, but if you're grounded in comfort with yourself, the quiet confidence is often seen as attractive and intriguing. So yes, you can definitely embrace the quiet game, but combining poise, presence, and a touch of mystery, you can attract women without needing to be the life of the party or master of conversation. Many people find this subtle style of confidence incredibly appealing. Conclusion. In conclusion, while being handsome can certainly give you an edge in attracting attention, it's not the sole point of success in dating. Many women seek more than just physical appearance. They desire someone who can connect with them, make them laugh, and engage in meaningful conversation. That said, I believe that while you may lose out on women in certain scenarios due to a lack of game, there are still plenty, and I mean plenty, of women who will overlook these shortcomings because of your attractiveness. Personally, I think not having game when you're a good looking guy doesn't significantly hinder you. Sure, it can matter in some situations, or the woman you come across, but there are always women out there who will be interested in you regardless. After all, no one has 100% success rate, whether it's your looks or your game, unless you're a good looking celebrity and filthy rich. So ultimately, it's all about that, finding that balance. So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna leave it on that note. If you liked and found this video very informative, please like, share, and subscribe. On that note, see you later. Salute.